Before we kick off, you can see I'm already a little bit up the tree. This was the third major tree for the day. I was already a little bit pooped, so just listen to my breathing. It's pretty full on as I climb up the first bit of the tree. So just whilst I'm doing this first bit of climbing, I have a lanyard flip line around the tree that is attached to either side of my waist, and I'm just working that up. You'll see that through the first little bit.
Carl, I've got a pair of gloves down by the big saw. I should really have. Please. Yeah, all good. Got it. Thank you.
I'm a dum-dum. I forgot my gloves. I've also got my sleeves rolled up. I tend to find that my hands and forearms get quite badly beaten up when I'm climbing trees, so yeah, good idea to have some gloves with you.
I'll try a bit of a technique, see if I can get it to work.
So what I'm trying here is you pull all the slack around to one side of the tree and you flick the rope, and it walks it up the far side of the tree. This tree's about just a bit over a metre diameter. When you've got something that big, it's really helpful to be able to flick that rope up.
Do that. You've been working me bloody hard today. I'm struggling. I already had the cup of tea. I already used that excuse. I don't know what's wrong with me.
About now, I'm starting to think, if I actually had COVID, is this the residual effects of being unfit? Saw me look at my watch. It beeped at me sometime during this climb, showing me that my heart rate was way too high. So, yep, definitely working hard today.
Is there something on the far side that's catching me? Okay. Right, I might just come around the tree so that I'm on that side.
The reason for going around the tree is because you can see between my hips and the tree there is plenty of space. There's no rope or anything, whereas I knew that it was flat on my side. So if I go around and make the stumps between me and the tree, then the rope will go up the nice smooth piece.
Theory you can do it, but you know. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna see if I can get this one up over a line, just give myself a second layer of safety.
Over a branch, not a line. Brain was starting to get a bit cooked. The idea is if I get that single white line, that sort of rope that's between my legs, up over a branch, and it makes it an awful lot easier to climb as well, so not just for safety.
Ah, damn it.
And by the way, trying to get ropes up over branches can be really tricky, especially if there's lots of little twigs and other bits and pieces around. They just get caught in them and then won't go over, and or get caught and you can't get them back again. Had that a couple of times. So yeah, it's quite tricky. You'll see it take a lot of attempts to get this over. So now I have that white line up over a branch above me, I can start thinking about taking the blue lanyard off. The lanyard obviously won't go past branches, whereas the white line means I can climb above branches. It also feels a hell of a lot more comfortable when sitting in a harness when you've got the white line from the bridge across between your two legs rather than hanging off the hips. You can see me grabbing the tail or the downstream end of the white line and giving it a tug. I've got a pulley and what's called a friction cord, basically making it a one-way hitch. It'll only go up easily. I can make it go down by pulling on the top of the friction cord, but a really nice secure way of being able to climb up a tree, just one-handed, simple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's moving relatively nicely, so.
All the carabiners I use are triple lock carabiners, so it means you've got to slide the gate forward, rotate it before you can open it. It also means you can just let go of them and they lock themselves and back up again. Super safe.
spotted the wind while I'm climbing. Well, I was.
You can see here I've got both my lands, there's a blue one and a red and black one around branches, well, blue one's around the trunk still. I've taken the white rope off because I'm trying to advance that, so we're back into the throwing it a bunch of times to try and get it up over a branch ahead of me.
Nope.
About is the red thingies on my hips. They're called rope grabs, and they're absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best investments I've made. Means that I can very easily adjust the length of my lanyards. Basically, the more weight I put in, the harder they grab the rope. So you can't really use them for descending or anything because they will like jam hard on the rope and you can't undo it. But for like holding your weight, when you can rotate your weight off them, they're absolutely fantastic. Just now you can see me flicking the white rope. That's all about, well, I've got the end of it over a branch, but I need to flick the rope to get it to lower the end back down to me. So I've got, if you like, the low side, giving it a good flick every few seconds to try and get the other side to come down.
Not at the moment, thanks. I'll get this one in and then I'll come down. Right.
So at this point I'm just relying on the rope up above me and being able to grab branches and my spurs to be able to step up, which is kind of uncomfortable because you feel like you're going to fall backwards away from the tree. So yeah, you can see me reaching for branches and hauling myself up with one hand and using the other hand to keep the rope tight.
That's the one. Ouch, stop stabbing me in the back.
So right about now you'll see I'm tied on with three times. There's two lanyards in the white climbing line. The thing I have to be careful of when I'm doing this and trying to get above branches, I can end up tying myself in so much I end up fighting against my own anchors.
Watch out for falling. Are you not going to come up with me?
No, I'm good, mate. Although if you set a rope, I can just shimmy myself up. I wouldn't float.
All right. How high do you reckon we want to go, Ken? I don't think we want to go too much higher because we'll end up with a big angle on the rope, and when you've got that angle it's not going to help with towing it over. Yeah, exactly, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to suggest we go for about where my sort of in my arms level. All right, let me get set up.
So this is now as high as I climbed. I think it'd be about 10 meters.
He's my groundsman.
And you can see I've just put on my black and red line. I still have the blue lanyard on and the white line on, so I'm triple tied into the tree. It's now that I start setting the rigging.
I'll just no, I'll do that later. Okay, just gonna put it in the system properly.
So what I've done is just put a yellow rigging sling around a branch, and I'm just playing with what's called a roll and lock. It's like a little pulley, but it's got a friction device on it so that the rope can only go through it one way. Just setting that so that I can use it as a hauling line because we're about to haul up a quite heavy chain.
could you walk the purple rope round the tree? It's just pick up the whole bundle. If you just chuck that on the ground down there somewhere. Alright. Useless groundsman. Thank you. I think that other end's on the ground, isn't it? Yeah. Right, now if you grab the other end of the rope and start hauling, and it should be set up that you can, so if you haul away, but don't go around that way too much, it's putting friction on the tree, you want to stay about there, yep. Haul away, yep.
I get the groundsman to do the hauling if I can, because it just saves my forearms from cramping and everything turning a bit custard on me, so thank you, dude.
Okay, if you hold up there, you shouldn't have to hang on to it. I've got a little friction system in it, so yep. Geez, there's some weight in that. Bloody hell. Right.
So two things going on right now. Don't drop the chain. The second thing is, how the heck do you get a 10-ton rated chain to wrap around a tree when it's about a metre diameter and you can't reach it? Cunning plan with my blue lanyard coming up. This yellow and red thing I'm playing with is what's called a friction saver. I'm going to abseil off it because I can recover my rope, two different size rings, and knot will go through one of them but not the other. Nope, the black and red's too short. So watch this, I go the other direction with the blue coming up soon. The blue line was long enough to get caught on a branch that was sticking out just at the right height, so I could reach around then and grab it, as you can see, and now I hook it on the end of the chain and use it to haul the chain around. So while I'm doing all this, one end of the chain is still tied to the purple rope which was used to haul it up, and you can see I just tucked the eye of the hook of the the chain through with the blue lanyard still attached, so just being super careful not to drop it. So what I'm doing now is sending the purple rope back down again for a 15-ton rated wire rope to come up and to attach to the chain.
Please and thank you.